can give me an answer instantly. I don't have to log into my MLS, which is the matrix system. There's a lot of steps for you to go when you log into the matrix system. Am I right? Yes. You folks already know how to do that, but there's a lot of steps to do that. But with this one, all you need to do is turn it on. Is that focused? It is, right? Okay. Now, the screen is very simple. When you turn it on the left-hand side, it says start a new search. And then on top of the right-hand side, it says home for sale, open house, and home for rent. Wherever you are, you don't have to do the searching anymore. All you need to do is just say home for sale. One press, one tap, and they will load up the data around this area. You see that? Yeah. That's where we are and all the map surrounding us. How fast it is. That's how simple it is. Now, when you're using this app, be very careful on one thing. The pending listing and the backup listing, they still consider active. Okay. So be very careful on that point. How do you tell the difference to make sure that it is active? Or let's say, for instance, I'm going to pick this one right here. Just tap on it, then they will come up and they tell you the address, 3837 Walnut Grove Avenue. Click on the arrow bar. This screen will come up. In the middle, the first one is say overview, and then detail. In the detail, they will letting you know the description, which is status on this property. It say backup. Do you see that?
I'm sorry. How
Yes.
do we get here?
Okay. How to get that? Okay. Hold on. Okay. You see that? It say backup right here. Status is backup. So do look into this thing. When I first used this app, I did not really pay attention, and most of the time it's in backup and I don't even know. Now that is the key, the way you look into it. Okay, now Nancy was asking how to get in here. Now let's go back. Now I demonstrated again. I go back to the home screen. This is when you log in, right? When you turn on the app. Okay, let's go back one more step. Now this is my iPad. Okay, that's an icon. Remember how to get the app? Apple Store. There we go. And the key, the name of this app called Realtor.com, or you can just enter Realtor, and this app gonna come up, and it's free. You can download it and install it without any cost. Okay, now get in this and turn it on. When you're in the home page, left hand side, it say find a home, start a new search. In the middle of the tab on the top, it say home for sale, open house, home for rent. The ones that I use the most on the field is this button right here called home for sale. What I mean is, when we use a lot is when we on the appointment showing houses. Sometimes you show the house on this block. There's another listing on the other block that you might not aware of, right? It happens all the time. Your buyer, for somehow you showing them this house, they look at it, they say, what is that? They want to know enough information. That's all they want to know, just a curiosity. They want to know how big, how much, and how small, whatever the price is. So by doing that, is press on this button, one tap. Automatically, they will load up all the listing around the area, which is they're giving you a location of where you are as well. See, in this case, you see the pin, the drop, it just dropped. That's where we are, and this is all the surrounding listing. Now, if, let's say I want to look at this listing, I just press 1, and it tells me the address. And with a little arrow right here, I just press on it, it will bring me to the listing site. Got it? That's right there, okay? Now, the first one is overview. They let you know what day they add the listing on and list by what broker, which broker. They don't have the listing agent. Again, this is a Realtor.com information, not the MLS. Detail. They give you a lot more detail of the property. It's a single family property. The status is backup. And they even let you know the bedroom, the bathroom, the total square footage, the single store, 2-car garage. The next one is a photo. They give you all the photo for you to see. All right? So this is, again, this is for you to respond to your buyer in the DAM immediately when they want an answer, instead of waiting to log in, all kind of stuff. Are you with me? Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Wow, you guys so good. Okay. Now let's go back to the home. On the start a new search, when you press on it, they will give you a bunch of information for you to select. It's very similar to our MLS, the listing search, which is, what do you want to know? Do you want to search for type? What type of family? You want a single home? You want a condo? You want a mobile home, multi-family, farm, ranch, or land? You see that? And normally I select single home and condo. So this two is the most that we always search for a sale as a residential property. That is for the type of property. Feature, normally I put it none, so we don't have to limit anything. So just leave it there like this. Same thing, pricing, bedroom, bath, home size, lot size, age, I put out any. So just leave it the way it is, the default setting, which is any. Now, at the very top, you see that say location. You can either enter a location that you want to search for. Let's say, for instance, the address that you want to go to is 123 Main Avenue in the city of San Gabriel. You can put down 123 Main San Gabriel and search. They will search in that area. However, if you are right there at the same point, you want to find your location, you see that little blue thing? Just press on it. That one is the compass that they will locate your property. You see that when I press it, they show immediately 1039 East Valley, San Gabriel. That's where I am. That's where we are right now. When you're done with it, you can even add more location, but that's not the point. We only want to see that location right now. When you're done with it, you can go with search. Now, on top of this, you can have an option of for sale, for rent, or the MLS ID as well. Most of the time, I use it for sale and go search. Same thing, they bring you back into the screen. You see that? So again, earlier I would mention I like to use that button because it's a shortcut for everything when you want to look at that location. Now, in the bottom of the iPad, that there are 4 icons. One of them is a gallery, save, scout, and draw. This two is just for you to save the listing. I hardly use it. But this two I use the most. For scout, it's pretty amazing. What does that mean is this. When you press on scout, you have your iPad inside your car. Again, I'm not recommending for you to do it. I'm just having fun with it, just to test it out. Wherever you drive through, whatever the city that you go through, it will display the listing as soon as you pass by. That's why I call it scout.
Cool.
But again, don't keep your eye on this. Keep your eye on the road. I'm just having fun with it. I'm just testing it. Okay? Now, the next thing is the draw. I like this one. Let's say your client telling you, you know, I saw there's a listing right in the corner of Walnut and somewhere close to Freeway 10. Is that help?
No.
Not really. It's too big of the area. If you have to go do the listing like this, it's gonna take you forever. However, with this one, you just press draw and you say, where is that again? You say, well, somewhere on next to the freeway on Walnut Grove. All you need to do is press draw and then have a circle like that. Wow.
Oh.
And it tells you 0 listing.
Oh.
Right. That example. Well, we try again. Let's say he says somewhere in the corner of Rosemead and Valley. Probably that's the most right here.
Yeah.
3-4 of them.
Wow. So cool.
Okay, you see that? Again, we don't have to go through all the login or anything. Same thing. Press on the listing and you will see it. That is the address right there. Or they already give you 4 display underneath right here as a drop list of 4 of the address. Whatever you want to pick. They even have a little note on the top left corner say new. That means it's new listing. So if you want to see them, click on it. Click on the arrow. It brings you back into the listing site. And again, same thing. Overview, detail, photo, and contact. Is that amazing? Yeah. And again, make sure you check the detail. This one, it does say active. All right. Okay. So far, so good? You like that, huh? Okay. Any question? No? Wow.
It can be any shape.
Huh?
The jaw can be any shape.
I believe so. The jaw can be any shape. Yeah. You don't have to go with circle. You can go with square.
Ooh.
Yes, it works. Let's try triangle. It works. About zigzagging. Wow. It's amazing. It's amazing. See? All right? You see that how cool it is? So you will not miss any spot. Anyone tell you where's it with the iPad, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, now let's carry on. Last week we were mentioned about the Wi-Fi and the 3G. Remember? The key question is the iPad will not function the way they're supposed to function if there's no internet connection. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's just a useless device, just good for playing game. But with internet, then that's all the wow function like this will happen. There are a few things that I would mention last week, such as clear. Philip is nice enough to bring this one with him today to share with you. It's called a hotspot or the Wi-Fi or whatever that you call. This device right here, what can they do? They will have the capability to deliver a Wi-Fi to your device. And of course, it's a subscriber by Sprint. Not only Sprint have it, Verizon have it, I believe AT&T have it. The only thing that I have to watch out is when you subscribe to this kind of services, make sure they have a 4G connection. Without a 4G connection, your speed is very slow. Yeah, people will fall, your client will fall asleep on you when you do such. And it takes you forever. All right? Now, besides this, as I shared with you last week, my phone have a capability of sharing the Wi-Fi as well. Unfortunately, for those of you using an iPhone, they cannot have a 4G sharing, can only share with 3G. All right? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's complaint with AT&T. That's they are. Okay? So, besides Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T, there's another company out there called Clear. Go to their website. Clear is like Clear, Clean. Am I spelling it right? Clear.com. They are the one who provide this kind of services. And it literally, if it's good connection with your home, you can replace that with your DSL as well. Their speed is very fast. And you can bring it with you, carry with you, acting as a mobile home Wi-Fi. Now, earlier when some of you asked me what is the difference between the 3G, the iPad 3 and the iPad 2. The key point in the iPad 4, again, as a rumor, the iPad 3, yes, the iPad 3, they will have a capability of receiving 4G signal, which is the iPad 2 can only get the 3G. That's about it. And of course, the speed will be double. Every time Apple, they come up with their product, they always double of the previous one. So the iPad 2 have the double speed of iPad 1. iPad 3 will have the double speed of iPad 2. And pricing probably start up with $499, same price always. Okay? All right. Now, let's move on to the next one, which is the...
Question.
Yes.
Okay, on the realtor.com, when you enlarge or make it smaller on the map, when you enlarge it some small area, you can see more listing in that area, right?
Well, they show you exactly what you see. You can zoom in a lot. Let's say right now, if I want to zoom in, I can just zoom in. But regardless of how big or how small your map is, all the listing is supposed to be there. It's just for your convenience. Let's see it like right now. If I zoom it up, the listing, it won't change. You see that? It will remain the same.
It will.
Yeah, it will remain the same.
No, it can change.
It will change?
Yeah. What you do, you go to scale, and then you like make it larger, make the map larger.
Yes. Oh yes, scale is different. Scale is whenever you have your map is, wherever you go, it will show the next listing coming up. Let's say, for instance, you zoom the map with 3 blocks.
Right.
If you stay in 3 blocks, they can only show you 3 blocks listing. But if you move to the 4th block, the 4th block will come up the listing. That's how it is. But there's no point to use scale when you're on the field, because you are on the walking distance. You are not on driving. This one, I don't know why they put it in, but it's kind of fun to playing with it.
But what's the between? Is some of the price, they have price on it? Some of the blue, some of the red. What's the difference on it?
You see, where do you see red?
On the scale. Some is red, some is blue. I don't know why.
All my listing is blue. You mean you guys see it, right? I'm not lying. Look. So.
Those are sold.
But maybe did you go to your setting and let's see.
No, it's right here. So right here. Yeah, we got from app. What's it cost you? How would it cost you?
You know what? I have no idea.
Some of the red, some of the blue.
Perhaps you should call them up and ask them.
Yeah.
I know.
Because Larry is not
You
explain
need-
why, because he didn't develop the realtor. Now
I'm the user. I'm the end user. Yes.
Larry, you only ask for sale. What he does is he asks for sale and sold. So you have
It's a sold
sale
property.
and
Sold.
sold. That's why you have red and blue.
We don't need to know the soul
Yeah.
property.
Or maybe they want
Thank you.
comparable.
Thank you.
Maybe they buy want to know
I see.
the area they how much they sell for.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. So we good, right? Yes, Margaret.
Do you want to talk about you can use the iPhone as a hotspot?
iPhone. Yes, I just mentioned earlier.
But that's just, you mentioned there's a hotspot device.
Well, the iPhone, your iPhone alone, you can do the hotspot, but it's not recommended. It's only 3G. And also,
Slow.
slow is another thing. I don't have an iPhone, so I just heard the rumor, okay? You better call AT&T before you activate that device. You can do it on your iPhone without any what you call it, the customer support from AT&T, if you know how. But the only question that I have is when you're doing the sharing, that means somebody else gonna use your data plan. Will you be responsible for those data plan? Are you with me? Some of your service that you have with your iPhone, you only have 2 GB of data plan for $15 or $20. Mine is with T-Mobile. I pay $40. It's unlimited. So be very careful on that one. If you have a limited data plan and you keep sharing out to your iPad device, then it will take up all your data plan data. And when that happens, you will have to pay a lot of money on top of that. So do call them. Thank you for reminding. That is very important. All right, so be very careful with that one. And I believe on this one, Philip, you pay for one fee, right? And you can use as many as you want.
No, monthly fee.
I know, but the data plan is unlimited. It's
No,
unlimited.
that's a 4 meg or something.
That's
What's
it?
it? What's
4 gig?
Okay, yeah,
4
okay.
gig.
Wow. Do
And
you
then
mind
pay
how
more
much you pay for it?
6. Huh?
How much you pay for this?
Oh, That's a promotion. I didn't pay for anything.
Device,
I love
device sell
But
is free.
they have you
It's
sign
monthly.
2-year subscription.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
2-year
Okay.
subscription.
And what would that be if you have 2 years subscription?
Oh, I keep that.
It's free until now for 2
Yeah,
years?
yeah.
Wow. You guys should talk to him then.
Oh,
T-Mobile, I have a MyTouch 4G and I pay the data plan, which is the internet. And on my phone, there is a device called Wi-Fi. When I share Wi-Fi, I can share up to 8 devices, as many as they want, unlimited. But you have to pay for $40 additional on top of your cell phone services. We need to talk again. People ripping me off. You see?
So when I bought that is after Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
They give me a break on the iPad for
Okay.
$325. Then I
$325.
signed 2-year subscription, $35 a month.
Is it $35? Yes, that is a fee. But you say it's only 4 gig, right?
Okay.
I think so.
You think so? Okay. So for $35 is 4 gig. My
And they
cell
have
phone.
6 gig, they charge you more, maybe 50 or 60.
I
something
see.
like that.
Oh,
You can
okay.
also have an 8 gig for AT&T, something like that. Each company is different rate and starting point is different.
Okay.
How many gig is
Yeah.
different.
Well, by all means, shop around before you choose. When you choose the carrier, just keep in mind 2 things important. The number one, I prefer unlimited because you are very fine on the line. Sometimes you download a file, it take up a lot of data, and then you just over it and you have to pay a lot more. Number 2, make sure the service is covered on your area. I cannot use Clay because I live in Alhambra, and for some reason, that's not good on services. I have no idea why. My friend live in Temple City, he said perfect. So I have no answer for that. Try it out, yes.
Then how do I know before I subscribe with the Clear, they are good in my area?
Call them up and they will explain to you, and sometimes they will give you a trial period. Like you say, okay, I will take your services, I will try it out. Within a couple of days, if you don't have any services, call them back and say, hey, it's not what I want. It doesn't have any services. That's about it, right? Yep.
They say once you sign up for early termination, they charge you $70.
Yeah. No. If you return within the period of time, something on your cell phone. I believe we have like 24 or 48 hours, something like that. We live in USA. This is not China, though. Gee, he make me sound like we in China.
Okay, they show a 15-day guarantee.
See?
A fully refund.
Thank you. How awesome. You see, that is the power of the iPad. You see? Good job.
So once beyond the returning period, they will charge
Oh
you.
yes, yeah. They give you plenty of time. You should try it. For me, this is how I try it. I try it early morning, lunch, afternoon, and the middle of the day, and then like rush hour 7, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., which is everybody using it, and then midnight. Make sure all the services is all done, and whatever that they have signal for you that is suitable for your time frame, I think it's good already. That's about it.
Yeah, the unit itself, some store charge $100, $200.
Yes, something like that. Yeah. All right, so do some shopping, okay? Now, the next one gonna be, any question before I carry on?
How come
No?
my screen is different from yours?
Your screen different than me, how come? You have an iPad 1 or 2?
I got two.
2, yours is sexier, that's all. How different?
Yeah,
Right.
I think you need a download.
Oh, what she have is she using a Safari going to the realtor.com.
Oh.
You didn't download it.
download it.
Yeah.
You need to download the
Did you
app.
come last week? And,
No.
all right, I show you later on when we're done, okay?
okay.
Don't want to
Thank
take up
you.
time. Okay, now the next one is a, what we call is a remote control from your desktop. Is that something that you're interested in?
Yes.
Okay, now what is that? A lot of time people don't understand why do we need to have a remote access to your home computer. Sometimes we have a file in our home computer, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're doing that, you have, oh my goodness, I forgot to do that. Now you have to rush home, turn on your computer and do all kind of stuff. Alright, today I will share with you a simple tool that you can remote access to your computer from anywhere around the world. Okay? With under one condition. I will not share with you how to do a wake up online, which is like you can turn off your computer and remotely turn it on. That one is take a lot of work, and you do need to know a lot of things how to change that in your BIOS, which is way beyond the jailbreak thing as well. And I don't want to confuse you. Keep things simple. Every time when you get out of your house, do me a favor, turn on your computer and leave it on. Just leave it on. If you use it, leave it on. For your information, a computer can be on as long as they are on. They are not burning out. They're using a very low power consumption. You don't have to worry about overheating or burn it out. If it's too hot, the motherboard will tell the computer to shut down itself. That's how cool it is. That's why it's a computer. Okay?
Can you leave it on sleep?
Yes. Leave it on sleep is no problem. As soon as you are activated on this one, it will wake up the computer itself as well. But if you turn it off, then you need to have a very high-tech writing program to wake them up. However, even though if you can do that, I'm testing out a few times, but it's not really working well. Why? Because the software is still under development at this point, especially for remote wake up. But for remote control, so far, it worked very well for me. Okay? All right, you ready? Okay, the app on this one is called, where is the app? Actually, let me open this so you can see it. I bring my computer so everyone can see it. Okay. This one is the one that we covered earlier, which is a realtor.com. This one is the next one that we're going to do, which is called a remote control. Right? On this one, how do you get them? Same thing through Apple Store, but you have to pay for it. Okay? And that one is a pay for it apps. How much? I don't remember. I think either between all the app on Apple so far I see is no more than $9.99 or below. So maybe $6.99, $7.99, $2.99. Yeah, one time fee. You only pay one time fee. Okay, this is their website. The name of this one they call Flash Top, spelled SPLASHTOP.com. Okay, that's right there. You see that? Right here. $4.99. Someone say $4.99? Anyone go for $5.99? I'm sorry, I thought we know option. Anyone can see this one? So I put it higher. Pardon my old laptop, okay? I hardly use this guy anymore.
So dark.
Yeah, it's dark. So let's see if I can turn it on brighter. What is that?
I can flip it if you
Huh?
want to show.
No, this one is not that high tech, so it can't even go through the monitor.
Oh, it doesn't have VGA?
No. It does, but the motherboard, the video card is very weak. Is that brighter?
No. No. Barely.
Very.
There. Oh. Tilt
Good?
it down
Okay.
again. Yeah, right
Like
there.
that?
Yeah.
Don't
Be
let it
careful.
fall.
Don't
Okay.
drop it. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Everyone can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in this one, all you need to do is go into the app. After you download it from Apple Store, turn it on. When you are remote access to this computer, from within the same Wi-Fi. Let's say we are in this office right now. We are using Western Gabriel Wi-Fi. Then you don't need to have any account. You just simply set it up. Very simple step to set up. When you go in there, they show you how to set it up. Enter the account number. Just give whatever the number you want. The password, you can come it up. As long as this number and this number match it up, you will sign in. However, let's say you travel outside of your network, which is, let's say you are in the city of Long Beach, which is you using the Starbucks network. This one is in Western Gabriel. It's two different networks. When that happens, you do have to have a Google account, which is a free account as well. Go to Google, sign up a free account with Google, whatever the name that you want to name it, and you can log it in from this one. Now, let me show you, demonstrate how it works. Right now, we are on this one is my laptop. I have 3 computers. This 2 is my desktop at home, and this one is my laptop right here. When you see it blue, that means they're on. Right? All you need to do is tap on it. They will ask me to enter the number. On this one, I enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and letter Apple. You need to have a number and 1 letter, wherever you want to put it. They will give you the instruction in the setting as well. So don't have to worry about that. Just say OK. By the way, this computer is very old, so it will react a little bit slower. Pardon it, okay?
Larry, I can't find my password. Every time I type it's wrong password.
Which one you said?
He cannot help you.
No,
Password.
The password iPhone?
You mean your iTunes?
I don't know. I tried to download that. I say you need a password. I use all my password doesn't work.
Oh, okay. We'll talk later.
Are you sure you have your iPad?
We'll figure it out later. Okay. Now, the first screen that they come up is called a hint. You can turn this thing off or you can turn this on. This one, for a lot of people, if you have already a Apple, what you call it, the iBook, which is from Macintosh, the Apple, not the other laptop. When you're using the pad or anything, this all the same universal hand that you're using. The first one is tap. When you tap, it's similar to your mouse as a right click. No, I'm sorry, a left click. One tap is left click. Hold on it, it's like a right click. You see that? It's very, very clear instruction. Number 3 is tap with 2 fingers. When you tap on it, it's the mouse for you to move over. Number 3, which is you tap with 2 fingers and then you drop up and down, is for your screen to go up and down. Number 3, with 3 fingers. By the way, I hardly can do that. I don't know how it now works. And same thing, with 3 fingers all together, is for you to do the control. Alright? Now, don't confuse yourself. I will show you how simple it is. One more hint. Whatever that you see from your iPad, like right now, do you know how to take a photo of what you see, so-called a print screen? Did anyone know how? No? Okay. Same thing like you start your iPad holding a home and the power button together. But in this case, you only click 1 tap, like this. When you hold it, 1, 2, and go, click. You see a flash? When I'm doing that, it takes a photo of whatever the screen is. So if you want to see this one again, it's already in your photo folder. You can either email it to yourself and then print it out. Tap on somewhere. You see how cool it is? That means any website you go through your browser, when you see a nice picture, you see a nice car, a nice dress, or anything, you want to keep yourself a photo, snap it, and it's in your folder. Am I confusing you?
No.
All right. Question? No? Okay. All right, now say continue. Now, what do you see?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? Yes. Is this one and this one look the same?
Oh. Yes.
You see that? That's why we don't need to hook this one in there. We need everyone focused in here. Now, pay attention on the red mouse, which is I literally put it on. When I am moving my hand, you see the mouse is moving?
Yeah, moving here.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, because the computer is slow, so it reacts to a little bit slow. Okay? Now, if you want to go to your My Computer, just tap 1. It open up your My Computer. Are they on? I mean, double tap. I'm sorry. Wake up.
Oh, this one's working.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
It
slowly
will
working.
have a delay because
Yeah,
from
just-
here to here,
yeah.
and on top of this, there's a lot of people in the network right now. So it takes some time. Okay, now you see that? Everything that you do with your fingertip, it happened exactly the same thing here. So by all means, you can go online. You can go to the Explore. I have the internet. So you go to online and log into your email account. Go to your attachment, attach the file that you need, and email it back to you.
Wow.
Is that simple enough? That is it, right there. Nothing else to do. And setting up on this one is super simple. When you download the app on the iPad, after you install the app on your iPad, they will give you the instruction. Go to their website, which is flashtop.com, download the app. Okay, that you see that? That's the Explorer. Whatever you see here is whatever that's right here. So you know what I mean. Do I need to go to my email thing? No, right?
No.
So you all get it. So that's how cool it is. Now after you download the app for your iPad, they will give you the instruction. Go to their website from your desktop at home, which is flashtop.com. In their home page, they have an icon say download for your desktop computer. Click on that one, free download now. You don't have to pay for it. You download a software into this one. When they install in your computer, now you do the setting. The setting is super simple. The first thing first, they ask you to enter a password. Recommended, you have to enter your password, such as I mentioned earlier. A number with a letter or a letter with number, whatever it is. If you forget about it, when you click OK, they will tell you to input it. They will remind you they need a number and one letter. That's how simple it is. Now, the second one on the setting is, as mentioned, if you need to have a remote access from outside of your network, you have to have an email account. Gmail account from Gmail, an email account from Gmail.
You have to?
We have to. For some reason, this software designed with Google. They don't go with any other email. Google is good. Nothing wrong with it. Right? So am I lost anybody again or no? Okay. So that's about it. That's a remote access.
From iPad somewhere else, I can access to my computer. You say?
Yes, using this software right here. By the way, Flashtop is only one of the software out there. Again, hundreds of them doing the same thing. But the only reason I like this one is super simple. Very simple. No, you don't have to be a rocket science to do it.
You see the software called Splash
Top.
Remote Desktop for
Yes,
iPad?
Flashtop Remote Desktop Control
For iPad.
for iPad. Yeah. Or if you have an iPhone, you can do that with your iPhone too. Good point.
So
When-
it is free on the computer, but it's not free on the iPad.
Yes, it's not free from your iPad. Not free from your iPad.
Oh, be careful. It's gonna
Up
drop.
camera, right? So if you have your iPad jailbreak it, you can download that on installers. That's about that. Yeah. I always want to do that. Boom! Whoever watch it gonna be like, oh,
The laptop gonna fall.
what is that?
Your laptop.
Don't worry
Be
about it.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
too old.
There's a reason to.
Yeah, if you drop it, get a new one.
You know why I keeping this? If I don't have a laptop, back behind my mind, I always want to get a laptop. So if I put this on my table, every time I see it, I say, see, Larry, you don't need it. It's taking up your space and you never turn it off. That's called mindset. I use this a lot more than my laptop now. It's no point to use a laptop anymore. Yes.
So, if that means you can access any file in your computer?
It is your computer. You see, you're looking at the whole entire of your computer. Whatever you see here is whatever it is.
What happens is I have like a backup system connect to my computer. Can I get access to that too?
When you hook it up, can you access to your computer?
No,
Backup
I mean,
system.
if like I save my files on like a C disk, D disk, any disk I can go.
Yes, I know. The question is, can you access from your computer?
From my
From your desktop.
Access from my
Yes.
iPad from somewhere to my computer, any disk, any file.
The answer is yes. Let me show you if I access my home computer. Okay, right now. Okay, same thing. You go back to your flash top. Okay, they will load it up and they will tell you which computer is on. Right now I have 3 computers. Right, this one is my home desktop. Click on it.
What's the password?
It's a secret.
Password would be. we talk. Okay, it's loading. Okay, same screen. You see that? Now that is my home desktop. Does that look familiar to you? It's a Windows 7 base. It's exactly what you see on your home computer. Okay. Now my computer. Double click. Open my computer. It's faster. There we go. Do you see that? It's a lot faster on this one now. Oh, by the way, you see how slow this guy is? Even though we're using a same network, but the reaction is too low because this old computer. But the one at home is a lot faster, even though we're using a remote access, not on the same network. My home network and this network is two completely networked. You see that? That's how fast it is. Now, to answer you, all your drive, as long as you can see that in your on your desktop computer, exactly how do you access to your desktop is exactly how you access from here. For instance, right here I have 3 drives. I put everything under a D drive such as my backup. So if I want to access to it, I just double tap on this one, it access to my D drive. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, so but the computer has to be on all the time.
Yes, the computer.
What happens is sometimes they have like if you leave for a while, you don't touch it, they automatically turn off.
Oh, it's sleep. It will wake up. This one, I think it was on sleep when I was here. I was here like for a good 2 hours, an hour. So pretty much it's already on sleep. I have that on sleep for 15 minutes. So I out here for an hour, so it's been sleep. As soon as I activate here, they will wake up that computer.
So I can make any change on my like on the screen, whatever I need.
Yes.
You know, if I have to make like a chart, whatever. Use
Yes.
any program.
Anything. But remember, this one is just for a conveniency. If you want to do a very sophisticated, like graphic design, do all kind of stuff, it's gonna be tough. Because this one, you're only using like 1, 2, and 3 fingers. Versus you have the whole mouse or the iPad, the thing for you to draw. It's a different ball game here. This one, again, is just for mobility. Easy for you to get access, that you don't have to go home. Just for, I rather to pay $9 for this, rather than to drive home one trip. It's already.
So you're saying if I go take a trip to vacation, I just only need an iPad. I don't need.
That's it. That's what I do. I was in China and I have my phone, my computer on, and one time it go power off. For some reason, Edison shut off. I got a blackout. So my computer is dead. But the good thing is I still have my mom. So I call her up and say, Mom, can you press the power for me? She go and she boom, done, one button. So everything back to normal.
Say if the computer, say if it's kind of like a power backup, right? So it turned out it's starting up. So it just automatically, start up.
Yes? Well, good point. I never put my computer on the, what you call it, whenever you have to log in, when you start a window, I never do that. So if you have that one, I don't know how would that work, but mine, I've been disabled it. I'm a lazy guy. When I turn on the computer, I expect to use it immediately. And don't put any secret in there. That's no good. Okay, does that answer you?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Any more questions? That's how you remote access your computer. You see how simple it is? Now we have 7 minutes left. Open question. Any question?
I still don't know how to get a signature on the zip forms.
The
customer signatures.
Did you call them for the email?
No, I didn't call.
Oh. What's your name again?
Steve.
Steve have a very weird situation, which is when he go to his zip form, he email it to him. The attachment is in his email. We can see the attachment, but inside the attachment, it's got nothing. So with that one, I strongly recommend he have to call zip form tech support, because that was their problem. So first I thought it's only his computer, his iPad. So we tested out, he sent it to me as an email recipient, Larry Yang. When I open it, it's a same story. I see the attachment, but there's nothing in there. So by doing that, I strongly believe it's some technical going on in there. It's same thing as Amy. Amy cannot log into the MLS from her iPad. And when she called which is the matrix, when she called the tech support, take them about 2 minutes, they get it done. Sometimes it's not your iPad problem. Sometimes it's because of their side. They do have some bugs still going on. Call them up and let them know what happened to you, and then they will fix it for us.
So I called sometimes for the tech support from the MLS. They said they don't have the iPad version of this. It's like you have to like a regular browse on the MLS.
Yes, yeah. MLS, which is the matrix system, so far they have another one called MLS Touch. That one is the one that you have to pay the subscribers if you want to use that on the app. But if you don't want to use that on the app, which is we already pay for the matrix server system, you can just go to your Safari, log in as a user.
Oh, but it's any difference? Is it faster or?
This is my point. I don't see the difference because I still can access. Why do I have to pay additional fee for nothing? Right? So I already have the real talk. It works work like a charm to me. Yeah. Yes, Albert.
Be careful with MS Touch. I think the CRMS might not support that product.
Oh,
So if you subscribe it and not support it, you waste the money. So just access directly.
Yeah. So when I need to access to the MLS, this is the one that I'm still using it. So we post for photo?
Yeah, one more.
Awesome.
Thank you, Albert. So this is the MLS that I use when I need to have a full report. I mean the detail, just go log in as the usual one, your ID, your password. That's it.
One more thing. Is there anything you can save your password on that? Like every time I have to.
The best is don't do it. I don't want to store any you would call personal secrecy or anything, because this thing can be easily get lost or stolen by someone.
They won't let you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
This is something different, but on Zillow, sometimes the active ones, they do not show up on Zillow.
Because somebody else activated.
So yes, Zillow still is not a full MLS. Their data is not updated all the time. So this one the most, and I use the realtor.com when I'm on the field. This one is the main that I use all the time. This is our service, right? We have to use this all the time. Yeah. Yes.
If you change a different iPad, you need to download the PDF, so you need to pay each one.
Not that I believe. I believe when you upgrade your iPad, check with Apple Store. You should have that one as well because you pay it already. I'm not sure. You have to check with Apple Store.
Larry?
Yes.
The apps are actually connected to your email, so if you switch iPads, but you have the same email for the app, it will just download.
Oh, see?
Or if you like sync it to your computer, all your apps are saved on your computer. So when you plug in your new iPad, it will just save it all back.
So what you're saying is we pay for one app, and if you have like 3 iPads, we can always use all of them.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Just as long as you sync it.
Yeah. Oh, so buy more than one, just in case.
One in your home,
Your
one in your
iPad or
car.
your iPhone, or like your iPad, you can go to the Apple login and like it's like find my iPad, and it will lock your screen, and you can like whoever finds your iPad, you can say, you found my iPad, call me so I can have it back.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, good.
See, that's another app.
It's
A
not an
lot
app,
of them.
It's not an app, it's connected into your
Yeah.
iPad.
Wow, okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yes. So I think we run out of time now. Any more questions? Last 2 minutes? All right, thank you.
Let's thank Larry again. Give him a big